Hey there once again, students. Welcome to Educate. Let us do continuity in piecewise functions. I strongly recommend that you watch my previous video on how to evaluate limits when you have got a piecewise function, because that type of wisdom is really necessary for this video. Now, talking about continuity in piecewise functions, how do you see that a function is continuous? Remember, we've got three conditions. F at a must be defined, simply meaning that when you put a certain x value, the one that you are evaluating continuity at, you must get a certain y value. The limit as you approach it must exist. The limit value must be the same as the function value. So basically, in a piecewise function, things are a bit different because you are not really given time to draw a graph and to plot your good, nice imagination. You have to be able to just visualize this from equations. How are you going to see that f of a is defined? So now, remember one thing. I've said this before when we're doing limits on piecewise functions, that whenever you see left, it is the same thing as smaller than. So when we say that the values that are to the left of 2, we are talking about the values that are smaller than 2. If we are saying right, it is equivalent to greater than. So when you're talking about values that are greater than 2, like 3 and 4, they are to the right of 2. So now we want to see with him, how can you actually find continuity? How can you determine if the function is continuous given this information? This is an example of a function f of x given by sine x and cos x. Now the question will be, evaluate continuity. So it can just say evaluate continuity at x is equals to pi over 4. So we want to know that this function, this piecewise function given by these two equations, sine x and cos x, is it continuous at x is equals to pi over 4? So this is a trigonometric function, but that won't make any much different. So first of all, we have to see if when we put pi over 4 as the x value, we can get a certain y value. So first of all, we need to see if f of pi over 4 is defined or not. In this case of a piecewise function, how do we see that f of pi over 4 is defined or not? Because remember, if this was a graph, you would think of a shaded dot. But in this case, this is just an equation. You are going to just look at this. X is greater or equal to. Look at this symbol, greater or equal to. The moment you see the symbol greater or equal to, the fact that there's an or equal to, it means that the function is defined at that particular point. If it is just x is greater than 2, we say that the function is not defined at that point. If we say x is less than 2, we say the function is not defined at that point. But if we say x is greater or equal to 2, then we can say that the function is defined at that particular x value. So for this piecewise function, it is sine x if x is less than pi over 4, and it is cos x if x is greater or equal to pi over 4. So it means at pi over 4, the function is defined by the equation cos x. Okay, so basically f of pi over 4 exists. That's the first condition. It has been met. So f at a must exist. In this case, f at pi over 4 exists. When the x value is pi over 4, the one that we are evaluating here, we get a certain y value. And if it exists, or we can say we can just say f at pi over 4 is defined. Let's rather use the word is defined. So now when you say that it's defined, it just means that whenever you put a particular x value into the equation, you can get a particular y value. In this case, the equation that is defined here, the one that has got an or equal to sign, it is cos x. So basically you can just say cos pi over 4 and try to see what is the value when x is pi over 4 radians. Remember here, this is angle in radians. So in this case, cos of pi over 4 is just equivalent to cos of 45 degrees, and that is square root 2 over 2. So this is the value this is the value of the function, or this is the y value that you get when x is pi over 4. So we say f of pi over 4 is defined. Now let us look at the second condition. Does the limit exist or not? Remember, for you to find if the limit exists or not, you must approach that x value from the left and from the right, and you compare the limiting values that you get. That's why I said watch that video on limits on piecewise function. So let us approach the x value here we are approaching is pi over 4. So if we do the limit as x approaches pi over 4 from the left, we're going to put a minus on top from the left. Which equation are we going to use since this is a piecewise function? We are going to use the first one, sine x, because remember that we have said that left means smaller than. So from a piecewise function, for us to be able to approach this pi over 4 from the left, we need to approach from the values that are less than pi over 4. In this case, for us to get values that are less than pi over 4, we need to use the equation sine x to get those y values. So in this case, this is the limit as x approaches pi over 4 from the left of which equation? Of sine x. And in this case, you just substitute a pi over 4 where there is x. So that's going to be sine of pi over 4. Sine of pi over 4 is just square root 2 over 2. This is pi over 4 radians. Make sure that your calculator is in radians so that you can get a correct value. So this is the limit from the left hand side. So when you approach this thing from the left hand side, then the limit is square root of 2 over 2. What about the limit as you approach from the right? So I'm just going to write it down here and say that this will be the limit as you approach the function from the right. So this is the limit as x approaches pi over 4, but this time from the right. So of f of x, this will be equals to the limit as x approaches pi over 4 from the right. So in this case, we're going to use this equation cos x, because remember that when we are approaching a value from the right, we are approaching it using the x values that are greater than it. So in this case, the x value that we are approaching is pi over 4. So we are going to use the values that are greater than pi over 4. For this case, you can see that the values that are greater than pi over 4, the x values that are greater than pi over 4, you get them by using the equation cos x. So this is the limit of cos x. And if you do cos of pi over 4, which is just cos x, it's still going to give you square root 2 over 2. So do you realize that here, when we approach f of x from the right and when we approach it from the left, you are getting the same limiting value. So you are getting the what? The same limiting value. So here in this case, we can say that the limit exists. So you can say, therefore, the limit as x approaches pi over 4 of this function exists because the right hand side limit and the left hand side limit are equal. So second condition has been satisfied. What about the third condition? The third condition says that the limiting value must be equal to the function value at that particular x value. In this case, we have defined the function value here to be pi over, square root of 2 over 2. So this is the function value at pi over 4. So when x is pi over 4, the value of y that we get is square root 2 over 2. And the limit that we have found to exist is also square root 2 over 2. So do you realize that here the function value, or the value of the function, I'm sure we have said that f of pi over 4 is defined. So it means it is defined by a certain value, which is the y value when you put pi over 4 where there is x. So basically, the pi over 4 y value is square root over 2 over 2. And the value that you approach, which is the limit, it is also square root 2 over 2. So the limit here in this case, the limit as x approaches pi over 4 of this function is the same as the y value when you have got pi over 4. So the third condition is also satisfied. So we can now say that this this is a continuous function at x is equals to pi over 4, because the question says evaluate continuity. Evaluate continuity at x is equals to pi over 4. So they are asking you to find out if this function is continuous or not when x is equals to pi over 4. So you basically have to meet these three conditions, but you do not have a moment or time to draw a graph. You just need to use the equations and use the laws that govern continuity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends to stay tuned.